What's poppin', people? Welcome back to the channel if it's not your first time here, and welcome to the channel if it is. It's the start of 2024, January 1st today, and we're hopefully looking towards a really good new year. It's been about 12 hours. Mine is not off to the start I would like it to be, but my YouTube channel is well beyond where I wanted to. I want to hit about 200. We're already at 205. That's super, super cool. Thank you guys so much for supporting me, liking my videos, sharing them, watching them through. Drop me some comments. I'd love to see if we can make this into a much bigger thing over 2024. So share with your friends, like, comment, and let me know what you want to see coming from the channel in the future. And I'm going to try my best to keep a little bit higher volume of uploads. So starting today, we got something really interesting. We've got the celebrity trainer Magnus lid back. If you watch Dr. Mike Israetel, you have seen that some of the stuff he puts out there on muscle and fitness, men's health, etc. is a little goofy. Is not really how the athletes or the actors, I guess, would be training in order to look like the roles that they're playing. So I'm interested to see what he says in his beginner's guide to the gym, do's and don'ts. Let's check it out, see if it's worth following.
Tips and tricks, follow me on Instagram. Today I want to go over a beginner's guide to the gym. So remember, this should be a lifestyle shift, not a phase. It's a marathon, not a sprint. So let's talk about preparation. How should you prepare? What should you bring to the gym? Should you be taking any supplements? Which gym is right for you? I would test a couple of gyms before buying a membership. Most gyms allow tours and also free trials or sessions before you need to make up your mind. What about a workout partner? A lot of people love going to the gym with a friend or a partner. I'm not against it entirely, but I do think it's extremely important that you start on your own and hold yourself accountable. If you go with a friend or accountability partner, the risk is that when they quit, you quit. Before going to the gym, I make sure that I'm something you don't necessarily need to eat before, but there's an anabolic window of 3 hours. You need to make sure to eat some protein in the 3-hour window before or after working out. Personally, I prefer to eat some carbs, some good fats, or one or the other, with some protein about an hour before going to.
So just for starters, I definitely agree with his advice that you can be intimidated, but you got to do your best not to be intimidated. Go in, do it for you. As far as his advice on a workout partner, I kind of love the idea of having a workout partner, especially when you're going first, but he is correct on that whole, if they don't go, you don't go. You got to make sure that when you're doing it for you. Having a partner to go there with you is awesome, and it can help you get there, and they can have you a spot, and you can have someone to be going through this journey with, which is amazing. But you just got to remember not to let the when they don't go, you don't go affect you. You're in the gym for you. They should be in the gym for themselves. They should be helping themselves out. Other critique on this video, he seems to just kind of be jumping around. He's asking a lot of questions and then not answering those questions. So let's see if he loops back to it in a minute.
Go is a water bottle, and every once in a while, I'll bring my headphones. I can connect to my iPad or phone as well. There's nothing worse than seeing a person at the gym putting on a big pair of headphones, which means they can't hear anything what's going on outside of those headphones. And they're blasting music, obviously. Then they're slamming weights like crazy. Regardless if it's free weights or machines, they can't really hear the noise they make. So people start dropping weights and slamming them. But everyone else in the gym can hear it, and they'll make you go deaf. If people start slamming weights around you, it is super uncomfortable and really bad for you. So don't be that person. Make sure to put on something comfortable.
If you want to wear big over-the-ear headphones, wear big over-the-ear headphones. Should you be slamming and dropping weights all the time? No. That should not be a habit. You should treat the gym a little bit more respectfully, but also at the same time, don't let that keep you from using heavier weights. If you're using a weight that's tough for you to pick up, obviously try to use a weight that you can handle yourself, but this whole it has to be picked up and put back down silent, that's just going to limit you and limit your results. Don't limit your results because you're making some old dude uncomfortable. Okay? Obviously don't go out of your way to make anyone else uncomfortable, but making a little noise in the gym is fine. Having your headphones on, those big headphones to isolate out the world so you can focus on your workout, there's nothing wrong with that, especially in a big commercial gym where there's a lot of noise going on, there's a lot of people. put on your headphones and isolate them out. You don't owe them.
It is really all about functionality, not what they look like. With that said, don't show up in a pair of jeans. You see that every once in a while. Avoid that. Then you want a good pair of sneakers that supports what you're doing in the gym. I mean, I shouldn't have a pair of running shoes if I'm trying to do deadlifts or lifting weights at all. And I shouldn't have a lifting shoe when I'm running on the treadmill. So try to get a shoe that supports what you're doing. And there's hybrid shoes as well, because a lot of people are doing a combination of everything. But I do think that's important. Get a shoe that supports what you're doing in the gym. So let's talk.
All right, first time this video, I 100% agree with Magnus. As far as looking good, in the gym, that can help. That can help your mood. That can help boost you. If you feel like you get a better workout, whole look good, feel good, do good, then go for it. But as far as the functionality of the clothing and everything, as long as you're wearing stuff that you can move around in, you're comfortable and you feel like working out in, that's fine. I've never been super, super big on wearing all an apparel brand and all that sort of stuff. You don't really need to do that. And I super agree with him on the shoes. Running shoes are made with an elevated heel that's designed to push you forward onto your toes so you keep going. If you're doing weightlifting exercises like deadlifts, like you specifically mentioned, or squats or things like that, you need to be able to push your heel into the ground. So having that piece where you try to push on the ground but it rolls you forward, that's not going to help you. So using running shoes for running, using weightlifting shoes, flat bottom shoes, Converse, specific weightlifting shoes, anything like that for your weightlifting. That's definitely good advice. Thank you, Magnus.
Training program. If you are going to invest in time and money going to the gym to reach your goals, to get healthier and to be more fit, you need to know that the program that you're on is a good program that can help you with all of that. To make sure that you're on a good regimen or program that suits you, I would talk to someone at the gym. Every gym's got a personal trainer or an instructor that can help you with all of that. There's also a lot of good information online. Obviously, not everything on the internet's great. Type in magnusmethod.com, this guy pops up, and I have a ton of programs that you can do. So, a typical program.
As far as speaking to the trainers at your local gym, I definitely recommend it. At least give them a shot. If they are in that position, they're most likely at least certified, and especially if you're new, you're probably not. So they may know and should know, almost certainly will know, a little bit more than you. As far as what he says about there being a lot of misinformation on the internet, that's 100% true. Directing you directly to his app, personal recommendation, based off of what I've seen that he's posted in the past, I would never recommend you use his app if he's putting the same sort of stuff on that he puts in his men's health and fitness and all that sort of workouts. So.
And then an arm day. So 3 or 4 days, you work for the whole body, and then it starts over. The whole philosophy behind this type of training or programming is that you allow yourself to target each and every muscle much more and harder, and then let them rest a couple of days while targeting other muscles, and then you come back and work with it. The first couple of weeks, I would not overdo it. I would start with maybe 3 sessions a week, and then slowly ramp it up to 4 or 5 or 6, whatever you have time with and what you prefer to do. If you keep on coming up with new exercises every time just to keep it fun, that will hinder your progress. It will set you up for more injuries, and you will possibly not reach your goals.
This is a fantastic point from him. Start slow, work your way up. In addition, do that same thing with the exercises you're doing. Pick an exercise that you want to learn to get good at, start slow with it, pick it up and get better. Don't throw it to the side. Don't add a million new things, because that's not going to get you a whole bunch of progress. Pick some basic exercises that you can do and get better at them.
Essential gym equipment that you should know how to use. So leg press is a great fundamental machine that works your legs. It also allows you to lift a lot of weight without putting you in a compromised position. Start with sitting down and place your feet on the board. Before starting the exercise, make sure that you push down your glutes against the 2 cushions that you have behind you. You want to make sure that you don't allow your pelvis or your hip to rotate forward as you're lowering the weights. Make sure that you press with the whole foot, especially with the back of the foot. Always keep some resistance on the way down. Keep that tension in the muscle eccentric when you're lowering the weight, and then you want to be more explosive on the way up. Make sure you don't lock out your knees at the top. The leg press will work your glutes, your hamstrings, your quads, basically your entire lower body. Bench press. In the bench press, we're using the barbell and it works the chest. Start with placing yourself on the bench. Make sure that you put your feet in your shoulder blade, close in as possible, without compromising. So remember, there's two movements without compromising on form. The lat pull down works your latissimus in the back, your big back muscle. So remember, there's two movements in this: lowering your shoulders and then pulling down. On the way up, do the same thing, but opposite. If you go on my app, I have videos and descriptions.
All right, so Magnus's big 3 exercises he recommends beginners learn are leg press. Really good idea, good alternative to squat, really can help you work your legs, get that strength in there without kind of risking the issues that having bad squat form could lead to. Also, not to mention, squats aren't the best for everyone, as I'm a big advocate of. Number 2, bench press. Interesting how he went for the the open chain machine movement that replaces squats, but then he used the open chain barbell movement for bench press. If you're at the beginner level where you have to do leg press instead of squats, you should probably doing machine chest press as well, or at least dumbbells instead of barbell. Because again, it's one of those things where form can really mess you up. Can't tell you how many beginners get shoulder injuries because they don't know how to bench press properly. And number 3, a lat pull down, main exercise for your back. I'm cool with that. That's a solid back exercise. It's got pretty low risk versus pretty high reward. So I would say that the lat exercise, so the lat pull down is great. I would say leg press is a good idea. I would say instead of barbell bench press, if you're at that level where you do need to be using machines instead of free weights, you should use machines instead of free weights. Bench press is not the place to be starting using free weights. If you want to get into the gym and start using free weights, do squat, bench, deadlifts, etc., feel free. Make sure you have someone with you that knows how to do it to help you do it. But we're talking about people who were afraid to go in the gym themselves. I wouldn't put them on a bench press. Personal opinion.
You can run a marathon and be overweight, and you can have a six-pack and be in lousy shape. Nutrition is key if you want to gain some muscle mass or if you want to lose some body fat. Your body fat is mostly determined by your nutrition. You need to eat enough protein in a day to gain or keep your muscle mass, and you need to eat the right amount of carbs and fat to lose or gain body fat. There are thousands of diets and strategies out there. If you want to know how I do things with my actors and my artists, you know where to find me. Check out magnusmethod.com. I believe in a balanced diet. I don't really restrict myself from foods. I just make sure to eat the right amount or proportion of fat, protein, and carbs with everything. If you want to gain weight, you need to eat more carbs and fat. If you want to lose weight, protein more or less stays the same if you're active and you want to keep some muscle mass on your body. My philosophy is that you should enjoy food, and 17 out of 20 meals, I make sure that I'm on point. 3 out of 20 meals, I eat whatever I want.
So as far as nutrition advice goes, he's dead right. The amount of calories you take in versus the amount of calories you burn is going to control whether you gain or lose weight. Protein is important, whether you're trying to bulk or to cut. You got to have enough protein to recover your muscles for them to grow, or enough protein to recover your muscles so they don't shrink. Carbs and fats are going to be where you get the calorie manipulation, or more increase of carbs and fats to grow, more decrease of carbs and fats in order to lose weight. One of the big things that I will say here is that whole 17 out of 20 meals thing is BS. If you eat 17 out of 20 meals on point and you just eat whatever the hell you want for 3 meals, if you're Magnus, whatever you want may be a little healthier than what most people want, or you know from experience how to limit what you want into fitting your goals. Most people, if they have 17 meals and 3 free meals, are going to spend those 3 free meals eating way too much, and it's not going to help, and it's going to outbalance the 17 meals. So rather than giving yourself, oh, I have to be super strict for X amount of meals and I can enjoy 3 of them, how about just learn how to track your calories, learn what works for you, and eat to fuel your own goals instead of having to stick to all of the diet plans on the Magnus Training app.
Final tips that I want to give you: don't start too extreme. Maybe start with 3 times per week and then ramp it up over the next few weeks. Personally, I do 5 days a week. Make training part of your life. When looking at your physical activities, I want you to think about 3 different things. 1, what do I like to do?
3.
2, what does my body need? 3, is there something I want to master or get better at? those three things, you also know how to program your training. Maybe running is your number one. Maybe strength training is your number two. Maybe swimming or golf is your number three. Just make sure to create a program or a weekly program where all these three are represented. And last but not least, enjoy the process and don't expect to be motivated all the time. Motivation is overrated. Discipline and accountability is what matters.
Final tips. I would agree. What do you need to do? What do you want to do? What do you have available to you? Those are going to be kind of the main things that you use as far as programming your training goes. That fits for your weight training, your cardio training, your diet, everything like that. Keep in mind, what is your goal? What is your reason behind your goal? What are you trying to accomplish? Not just what are you trying to accomplish, but why are you trying to accomplish it? And how much time, space, resources, etc. do you have available to devote to accomplishing it? Once you have those kind of three things factored in, that's when you'll be able to kind of train and create the ideal program for yourself. It's one of those places where having a coach, whether it be an in-person trainer, online coach, whoever, someone with a little more experience, a little more education on the topics, can know a little bit more about those answers and take those, what do I want, what do I have, what do I need, and take your thoughts and your desires on them and turn them into actionable programming. So it's one of those places that having someone who knows what they're doing, right, when you're starting out, can help you learn what you're doing. Is Magnus the right man for that? You can decide that for yourself. So I want to say thank you to him for uploading this video and plenty of other videos for those of us out here on the internet waving around our exercise science degrees with no celebrity clients to pick apart. Hopefully, maybe one day I will have my own celebrity clients and they will love my beard as much as they love Magnus's. Till then, I'll see you next time.